What's all the PMS with Coach G? It's positively motivating sisters with purpose, meaning, style. Are you ready for positive conversations inspiring you to your next level? Do you need motivation to get you growing? Are you a sister, woman, leader, boss, mom, wife, female, her, she? I think you know what I mean. Are you seeking purpose in your life? Do you know the meaning for which you stand? Do you know your style is your unique authenticator? If you answered yes to any one of these questions, this podcast is designed with you in mind, which embodies the whole you mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, and spiritually. Sisters, we are on a journey in connecting you from where you are to your what's next with purpose, meaning, style, and it all starts with you. Hi, this is Coach G, your Chief PMS cheerleader, motivating and empowering you to win in your personal and professional life, your connector, guiding you and bridging the gap from where you are to your what's next. I am your leadership and growth coach strategist, empowerment speaker, best-selling author, mom, wife, Christian, and I get to serve you in doing what I am passionate about. You. Sisters, we are on a journey for you living your life on purpose, for purpose, with purpose, meaning style. Thank you as you continue to listen in and support this show, as you continue to share and follow and comment and like this podcast. And as I always get the opportunity to say and just express that gratitude is that this carries weight. And you can also support this show with a monetary contribution as we consistently show up empowering you and other women on their personal and professional growth journey. And that's through education, inspiration, and elevation. You can go to the show description, touch the link, support the show, and give your monetary contribution, which speaks volumes and saying, you stand in support of this podcast and how we continue to show up and grow on this journey together through the conversations we get to have here in this space. So, thank you. We are in episode 102, and we're talking about nourishing your mind, body, soul, and spirit, the holistic approach to your well being. I often share, it's you, it's your body, and you only have you, right? And so if you're not here, you're not good for anyone. So while we're here, we need to be very intentional in how and what we do to approach that holistic approach in our well being, and that is mind, body, soul, and spirit. It is how we are reassuring and supporting and honoring and nurturing yourself, not just from the outside, but from the inside out. So let's just talk about some well being tips or strategies to nourish your mind, body, soul, and spirit. And if we think about your mind sets your day. Think about what temperature you are setting for your day. You nourish your mind with great thoughts, right? Your mind is like that guardian of thoughts and ideas. And I want us to, as we go through this, an affirmation, I want you just to say this: I am ready and willing to learn and succeed. That's setting a tone to say, I am open to learning and growing personally in your life. We are all pretty much familiar with those positive affirmations. And that's just something that you speak to yourself, that you're saying, okay, in my mind, thinking your mind as that gatekeeper. And as you open that gate, what are you opening that gate in your mind to direct you? But you have to decide that. You have to decide, and you get to decide what you will allow to house in your mind. In other words, you control what you give access to your thoughts. What are you saying to yourself? How do you think about yourself? You know, um, but when we take that time to nourish our mind, it expands our awareness, which helps you learn a new skill, which gets you to the point of saying, you know what, I'm going to be intentional about listening to a positive podcast that can continue to help me grow and learn. It helps you boldly. boldly accept you, who you are, owning up to who you are and what you're called to be. A healthy brain fuels the mind, and it is just as important as a healthy body. So, the very thing that links to, as we talk about the whole you, that links to the whole you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, and socially. So here's some ways that you can nourish your mind. Set some emotional boundaries. You know, what do we just say? Your mind is that gatekeeper. How do you set boundaries in your thoughts? Because your thoughts set the tone. It could set that tone for your day that you're happy, full of joy, or you're sad, or you're nervous, or you're anxious. So set those emotional boundaries. Then create those positive affirmations. We just said one. I am ready and willing to learn and succeed. And you know what? Find those positive affirmations to speak and begin to say those things out loud and repeat them. And then read a book, learn a new skill, let go of what you cannot control. And sometimes that maybe it's easily said than done. But what is that? What are those things that you can let go of? Free yourself from, now freeing your thoughts from keeping you held captive to what that thought is. So learn to just kind of let go and then feel your emotions. Yes, with their mind, and we said set the day, but you have to also be able to actually approach that and feel that and be in that moment of what it is so you can direct your thoughts. So you can say, I choose not to stay in this place of being angry or, being anxious or being afraid. And then let's talk about your body. Your body, nourishing your body with attention because often your body gives you signals. Your body will give you that signal that, I need rest. It'll give you that signal like, you know what, I need some exercise. I need food to nourish your body and love, even when you're full of energy. But your body actually gives you signals. So here's a positive affirmation, and you can say this as well and say, I have a strong, healthy body. And then actually now, I'm not saying you say it once and then it all happens, but again, you're navigating your mindset to say, this is how I want to nurture myself. And it's a process, it's an ongoing process. And that's how we grow on our growth journey. And so think of your body as the street signals. If we said red, red, when we think red, of course, a signal. When you see red, it means stop, right? You can't go. So that's what that means. Red means stop. Identify an area of your body that needs attention. That may be something that sometimes our bodies can just maybe even shut down on us because we've allowed ourselves to be so exhausted and really overextend ourselves. And now, what's that result? Sometimes now you're dealing with a sickness. And so that is your body saying, okay, pause, stop, pay attention to me, and then give your body what it needs. And then let's think of that yellow signal. That yellow means warning or caution. You know, maybe you've been ignoring taking care of yourself as part of that essential part of you, your body. Maybe that's making that doctor's appointment. Maybe it's taking a vacation, a long waited vacation. Maybe it's just committing to a daily walk, getting your body in motion. So, are you paying attention to what your body is saying to you daily? Jim Rohn stated, take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. I started out saying, hey, you have your body. It's you, your mind. It's you. And if you're no good and not here, then you're not present to be able to do those things that you would want to fully and in that part of fulfillment of fully showing up and doing those things that you were called to do. And then how are you giving your body what it needs? How are you nourishing your body? That's a part of us taking care of our body. We often talk about self-care, you know, which means don't overexert yourself. Sometimes you have to pause. Then we talk about the yellow sign, pause and pay attention to maybe something's not feeling right. Sometimes those are those things that now you have the opportunity to set some things in place and in position. You actually going back to feel that emotion, you actually feel what that's feeling like in your body so you know what to pay attention to. What is my body telling me? And actually taking time to be aware, that self-awareness and actually examining those parts of you. And so some of those things that we can do as we talk about nourishing your body, that's setting physical boundaries. There's that boundaries. You have to set physical boundaries for yourself as well. Maybe that's incorporating that routine of exercise, getting enough sleep, get that rest, properly fueling your body. What does that mean? What type of nourishing? Are you properly nourishing your body with those things that it need? And then practicing that positive body image. Because you know what? You are fearfully and wonderfully made and uniquely made. And so then we talk about your soul. Your soul is the essence of you. It's that feeling and emotions. Your soul is that powerful component of who you are and often overlooked and it is lumped in with your spirit. For starters, sometimes your soul is how your body senses and feels. It's the desires, the affection towards what's happening to you around you. It is that human experience. So things that you can ask yourself, and when I talk about those questions, I always say those are ways you can coach yourself. What brings you joy and fulfillment? Define that. What is that? What are you most grateful for? What are you most grateful for? Think of gratitude as being a vitamin to the soul. You know, that's nourishing that body, that's nourishing that soul. And so ways that you can nourish your soul is just practice mindfulness, being self-aware, unplug and be present. Unplug from moments. Give yourself those pockets of time that you can just actually be present in where you are, being in that moment and doing things that bring joy to your life. You know, what going back to that question, what brings you joy and fulfillment? Answering that question now, creating that atmosphere for yourself, putting that as part of the strategies and tips in your life, and then create that positive environment. What does that look like? What does that feel like for you? And sometimes some of the simplest things we can do is get out of nature. Now, honestly, I tell you, I have expressed, okay, I'm not the outside girl, but some things that I have gained an appreciation for is having that moment where, man, you're outside and you feel the fresh air and you're just in that moment and it just feels nourishing. It feels good. It feels free, in that moment. And then that last one is your spirit. Man, your spirit is what connects you to your source of creation. You know, how can you deepen that connection? Answer that. How can you deepen that connection? Nourishing your spirit with an intimate relationship with God. Because the spirit is a light which guides your life. So repeat after me. I am a creative child of God who speaks with joy, love, and authority. Nourishing your spirit is an act of faith. You're choosing to be and live as you have been divinely created for. answering questions like what inspires you and fills you with peace, joy, and connection. How can you find moments of stillness and silence to nourish your spirit so you can listen to those whispers of your soul? So when it comes to, spiritual self-care and nourishing that spirit of what's yourself, it's how you connect to your higher self. When we say that, for me, it's God. You know, we say the universe, but it's God, it's Jesus, it's that higher self bigger than you that gives you that part of inner peace and enlightenment and spiritual growth. And we talk about growth, right? And we said growth in every area of your life. That awakening and that oneness that you feel that brings you into a serene, present moment of being. And so things that you can do to nourish your spirit is meditate and pray often, regularly, daily, maybe multiple times a day. It's having those intimate conversations. And then journal. I often talk about journaling, um, what it creates for you. But write a letter, or do a Bible study. Then you can something volunteer for something that brings you joy and fulfillment, something that stands for a great cause. Find an organization that you can volunteer in, that you can help, that creates that sense of meaning and purpose, as we talk about that PMS: purpose, meaning, and style. And then stand in your power, own it, own who you are from the inside out. Because nurturing yourself, that part of nurturing your mind, body, soul, and spirit, that holistic approach to your well being is from the inside out. And so, on your ongoing growth journey and nourishing these parts of your life, there are opportunities to own it. And so, this is when I get the opportunity to invite you into a part of membership that is intentional about your growth. You're saying, I'm intentional about my growth, and that's through that power of personal development, which helps you create all all those areas that we talk about in those areas of your life. So I invite you to join Queen's Court Society School of Growth membership, where you can implement all four of these areas, in your life, going through each month of a content of material that helps you, lean into what that is and own it. We talked about owning yourself, owning that higher part of yourself. And that is an opportunity that you have as you are on your growth journey, ready to own your brilliance, braveness, and branding, elevating and owning your life to those new levels. And that's Queen's Court Society. If you've never heard it because you're listening for the first time, or maybe you missed it and you didn't listen to the end, but you know what? It is a program because you choose to nurture your personal development and growth. And so now you have that opportunity to evolve in those areas of your life, personally and professionally, to improve and reach those levels of success in your life and business. How do you do that? Go to the show description, touch the link, Queen's Court Society School of Growth membership, be a part of this growing community, which will support, encourage, and empower you on your personal and professional journey. And so maybe you're in a space where you need one on one coaching. I offer that opportunity of one on one signature coaching. Yes, I say signature because it's designed with you in mind. It is where you are on your journey that we are able to, implement what that means for you, moving from where you are to your what's next. There or maybe that means group coaching because you have a group that you need to come together and you set a goal together and you want to reach that level of success together as a group, as an organization. And then I'm also available for keynote speaking for your event to guide you forward, partner with you on your journey, connecting you from where you are to your works, and it's empowering you to win in your life and business on purpose, for purpose, with purpose, meaning style. So I thank you as you continue to listen. Go to the show description, see the opportunities and the ways that we can connect, how we can win on your journey, how you can elevate into your next. And you know what? Don't forget to share the love. Share this podcast with someone else. Share a particular episode to someone else because your voice matters. Comment, put a comment. Remember to subscribe, rate, and follow because when you do that, that increases our visibility and our reach. And I say we because we are on this journey together, but I am available to and I'm ready and wanting to walk this journey with you. So I ask you and I thank you in advance as you continue to support this show. And in saying all of that, until next time, sisters, let's keep growing because it all starts with you.